pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put your up on game.
Oh, violence. Use your legs, use your speed to get up. Little better. Hey, it's getting better. Yeah, I gotta keep pulling.
Brandon Reyes, I'm an assistant strength coach here with football. I kind of coordinate and kind of work with most of the skill guys on their training and things like that, and then I also coordinate all of our sports science integration.
Ready when you're ready? Whenever you're ready, yeah. All right, hey, listen up. You start 225 bench first, all right? Real quick. Everybody good. Yeah, shuffle, cross, sprint. Quick in and out, quick in and out. Go. Get out. Carry speed down into it. Good. Attack the position. Like you're from the top of your break. Attack the position. Transitions. Get out. Good. Come downhill. Good.
I think it's been great. Compared to last year, I think we have guys that are a little bit more developed and we know what they need to work on. So kind of moving forward, we're able to do stuff a little bit more advanced this year, kind of tailor it to guys' needs and split things up based off of what they need physically. Really happy with the leadership. I think that's the one thing that has really developed over the past year, and a lot of our leaders from the previous years have stepped up and kind of taken control of the team, and we brought in some really, really good guys that are stepping up and buying into what our process and what our culture is.
Stepping out 225, does that make sense? Everybody got any questions? Good? All right, let's go. Get a break. Somebody get us a break. Let's go. Spread break on two. Work on me. Work on three. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go.
For me, the biggest thing, it's not about, physically how this is helping you be a better football player. It's mentally. It's learning how to lead, how to follow. I think it's hard for young athletes to understand that, and it's such a competitive environment where, I think I'm better than this guy, and we want guys to be competitive and have that confidence. But at the same time, you can learn something from everybody, and I preach that to my guys. And you can learn something from everybody, and you can take pieces from people's game, from different professions, and apply it to what your situation is. And I think that's how you take the next step, because it's not just about football. It's about how you prepare, how you train yourself, all the things that go along with that.
That's a different level. Rob, if you Rob, you want
Yeah, I think just from a pure physical standpoint, I do think we have a better baseline of strength, speed, power, things like that, all the things we want in a football player. But like I touched on, I think our leadership is a lot better, and the guys that we brought in are they're humble enough to understand that this is a culture, and it's a different environment that they were used to, and that the guys that were here understand it. And I think they trust all the coaches. They trust Coach Prom's vision, trust what we're selling them, and I think that's a big part of it. And that's a big difference from last year, I think, is our guys are physically in a lot better position than we were, but also the mental side is a lot better at this point than it was last year.
Stay flat.
Stay there. Good. Yep, squeeze it. You're good. Right there.
Point the toe. Keep that butt down.
Yeah, so I actually I started out coaching when I was in college. Just kind of started volunteering at a high school. Spent some time there. Ended up I was fortunate enough I worked for Charlie Ward for a year while he was coaching football in high school. Great opportunity there, and then from there, interned at University of West Florida, went to GA there, won a Division II national championship, learned a lot, had a great mentor there, and then went on to Army West Point for a few years, and super grateful for that experience, learned a ton about leadership and mentality and things like that. Spent a year at Purdue, and then got here last year for Coach Prime's first year at Colorado. Yeah, I think it's a huge asset, and I think we tell our guys that when they come on recruiting visits, that all of us have won at the highest level at different levels of the sport. And I've been fortunate to be around really good coaches, and Pete Shinnick at West Florida, and then Coach Munkin at Army, and we won at a high level even with fewer resources and things like that. So the common theme with all those was, we're going to work hard, do things right, do it to the high standard, and trust each other to do our job. And that's what resonated with me, especially those two places, just because, like I said, we didn't have the best guys, we didn't have the most resources and the best facilities, but it came down to having a standard and everybody buying into what the culture is, the kids trusting each other. And when you see that in person, and you've done it at multiple places like our staff has, with a lot of resources and not a lot of resources, you kind of learn what it takes to get there, and I think that's what we have special as a staff to give to our guys. Yeah, I think the biggest thing, and I talked to our guys about it today, is just being aware of what the temptation is at this point of the year. And after the first couple weeks, the excitement and the hype to be back and training with everybody and being around your teammates can start to wear off. You start to get sore, you start to get a little tired. I think keeping our guys aware of the mental side of things and letting them know that we understand when these things start to happen. The more that they're aware of how their brain works and how they behave and what their actions are, the more they'll be able to control those things. And that's a big part of what we try to teach them is, emotional maturity, understanding, things don't feel good, but I have a job to do, and I got to keep building off it. So we preach to our guys every day. You just got to stack a good day after a good day and just keep moving forward. Yeah, I think, like you said, it's not necessarily just a punishment for things. It's more so just reiterating and drilling in that behavior that the little things matter. I mean, everything matters. The margin of error in college football is so small. So, pre-snap penalties, missed assignments, all that stuff adds up. And so we want to get that into their mind now, that that's stuff that you can train out, the more you can get yourself to approach every single thing like it matters, the more you'll pay attention to the things that actually do matter. And so, we try to do a good job of, setting our standard very high so that, when coach does see us training, he knows that we're setting a standard and we're not letting any of that stuff slip, no matter how small it is. Foot on the line, finishing through, not putting the right weight on the bar, like all that stuff matters because it just builds into your behavior, what type of person you are and what type of athlete you are. And so those are the kind of guys that we're trying to have on our team.
Foot, TJ, foot. Come on, run!
Yeah, Brandon Reyes, assistant strength coach with football here at CU. Shout out to all of our guys on staff. This is a great staff. Love to work with these guys. Shout out to all my mentors. I couldn't be here without you guys, and really appreciative and hope I can pass down some of the knowledge you guys gave to me.